Next on Worcester News Tonight, the city endures bitter cold temperatures. A look at how Worcester is helping its homeless community. Plus, the developer of the old Worcester Courthouse takes ownership during a deed signing Thursday. Plans to convert the building to apartments. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Bottary. As the calendar continues to wind down in 2017, so do the temperatures here in central Massachusetts. Thursday, the area saw thermometers hit the single digits and wind chills dip below zero. And while most spent the day avoiding the cold, it wasn't the case for everyone. Our Cam Jandro joins us now live with that story. Cam?
Yeah, and it's hard to believe things could get colder than they were yesterday, but they did, and it's expected to get even colder. But not everybody was able to avoid the cold temperatures today on what was one of the most freezing days of 2017.
Another frigid day in central Massachusetts sees temperatures hit single digits. And with the severe cold comes the risk of severe injury to anyone out in the cold.
Loss of sensation in their extremities or those parts of their body that are uncovered. We certainly want to look for any signs of altered mental status in someone who's very, very cold and experiencing severe hypothermia.
Not everybody had the luxury of working inside, like this ice guard for the Worcester Common Oval, which was open for business even in the cold.
When I got here this morning, it wasn't too bad, but now, since the sun's gone down, it's gotten worse. So yeah, I am kind of dreading it right now. I'm getting paid, so thinking about that. Other than that, it's pretty brutal out here.
City sidewalks were mostly quiet, but pedestrians were still walking around the downtown area. Some say the cold weather wasn't going to keep them inside.
WRTA bus is my main reliance of transportation.
It's very cold. My hands right now are I feel like they're gonna explode. It's fine, but it's cold and stuff.
John Broach directs the Division of Disaster Medicine and Emergency Management at UMass Memorial Healthcare. He says preparing for the cold is the best way to fight it.
Cover up exposed skin, dress in layers, so you don't want really tight, heavy layers. You want kind of looser, multiple layers to help insulate your body. Covering exposed skin, especially on the face and hands and extremities, those are the places that tend to get frostbite the most because they have the most compromised circulation.
Now, there is a wind chill advisory in effect until early Friday morning, but once again, things are only expected to get colder, and it's really important to bundle up if you plan on going outside. Anna?
Absolutely is. Thanks, Cam. Worcester police are stepping up to help the city's homeless community find shelter during the current cold snap. Temperatures in the single digits Thursday pose a serious danger to the city's homeless. Today, Worcester police officers made their way out onto the streets, seeking out those without a place to go.
GIT program going out and trying to locate these individuals and bring them to a warm shelter for the night so they don't freeze or don't have medical complications as a result of the cold.
Lieutenant Murtha says the officers go out depending on the weather. Today, they've been out all day and will continue throughout the night. Other organizations in the city are also working to help keep the homeless community safe. Our Rosalind Flaherty has the story.
The temperatures are dropping, expected to reach dangerous lows overnight, and organizations in Worcester want to make sure no one is left out in the cold.
We have been very concerned about people as far as winter emergencies.
Friendly House has a program helping families who are homeless or don't have heat. The organization uses taxis to bring people to their Wall Street building during the day to get warm. At night, they will take families into their shelter, and if it's full, Friendly House pays for them to stay at a hotel.
The next day, we will do an intake, sit with the families, and see exactly what the issues are, whether or not it's we can contact the landlord if it's a matter of heat, or if the family is homeless, then we will follow up with them.
The National Weather Service says factoring in the wind chill, temperatures will range from 5 to 15 below zero until Friday. St. John's Food for the Poor program opens their doors at 7 a.m. serving hot meals. They feed hundreds every day.
We're the only one open in the city in the morning at 7 a.m. and all these people, if we're not open, you hear it every day. They have nowhere to go.
Friendly House says so far they've gotten 3 calls from families looking for help and says they are ready to help them.
These are particularly trying times for our families.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A Central Massachusetts organization will be sending hundreds of coats and blankets to Syrian and Palestinian refugees. Helping Hand in Westboro began the coat drive earlier this month and say they're hoping to have nearly 700 coats, blankets, and sweaters to send overseas. The clothes will be going to displaced families in hopes to keep them warm during the winter. Helping Hand's New England coordinator says the drive will play a crucial part in the lives of thousands of refugees.
They've been kicked out from their houses, from their comfort zone. They are living in tents, which have holes, which are not heated most of the time. So providing them the heat, the warmth with these blankets and with these comforters may help them to survive and get back on their feet again.
The container of clothes will be shipped on December 30th. The Whole Foods Market in Shrewsbury is set to open January 30th, becoming the first location for the natural and organic grocer in the Worcester area. The 50,000 square foot store located at the former Spags on Route 9 will offer a selection of grab-and-go prepared foods and grocery items. It will also feature a restaurant called Borgatti Bar, named in honor of Anthony Spag Borgatti, founder of Spags. The store team leader released a statement saying, in part, the community has been requesting a Whole Foods Market store for a very long time, and the store will offer the community not only a great grocery shopping experience, but also a great place to gather and enjoy delicious food. Again, the store is set to open on January 30th. A well-known building in Worcester is officially sold to its developer Thursday. The old courthouse is now on the city's tax rolls. At a ceremony in City Hall, ownership of the property was signed to developer Trinity Financial of Boston. The company plans to renovate the almost 200-year-old building into affordable and market-rate housing. The courthouse has been in public ownership since it was built in 1843. City Manager Edward Augustus says he's happy to see the project moving along.
Process, but I think it was worth the wait in terms of the quality of the company that Trinity is. The final end use, the building's going to be completely preserved. There'll be no part of the building torn down.
We're very excited about it. I mean, there's already been a lot of new development and a lot of excitement downtown, and we're very excited to kind of take part and build off of that. We're just happy to be here.
The building has been vacant since 2008 when the court moved further down on Main Street. Construction and renovations on the old courthouse are expected to start fall of 2018. Plans are set for Worcester's inauguration ceremony for mayor, city council, and school committee next week. The ceremony will take place January 2nd at Mechanics Hall. Mayor Joseph Petty will be sworn in for the 4th time as mayor of Worcester. He'll also deliver an inaugural address in which he's expected to detail his agenda for the upcoming city council and school committee terms. Petty is the chair of both panels. Members of the 2018-2019 City Council and School Committee will also be sworn into office. Switching gears, in Worcester, 4 teens are now facing charges in connection with a carjacking. 2 14-year-olds and 2 16-year-olds are under arrest following the incident on King Street Wednesday afternoon. Police say one of the 14-year-olds pointed a BB gun at a driver and stole the man's car. The teen then allegedly tried to carjack a woman, but when she screamed, he ran away. Police arrested the 4 teens a short time later. Switching gears again tonight, we're hearing from the brother of a man trapped inside a car after a crash on 495 in Littleton. Wednesday afternoon, a tanker rolled onto the car. Firefighters cutting the roof, the dash, and part of the door apart to reach the 41-year-old driver trapped inside. Eventually, he was loaded onto a backboard and rushed to a waiting helicopter. His brother is just pleased he made it out alive.
I am extraordinarily relieved that he's not dead. I really felt worse when I saw the wreckage.
It was a team effort, and they did a great job in the amount of time that it took to have him extricated from that vehicle.
The driver of the tanker was also rushed to the hospital. The tanker was carrying home heating oil. Investigators say it's fortunate the oil was not as flammable as gasoline, which could have made the crash much worse.